Are you ready for a new adventure? Time to travel back in time, let's go! Are you ready for a new adventure? Let's learn about the past with Anna and Leo.
Hi friends! Welcome to Unlock This, a podcast from Honest History, where we join our friends Anna, Leo, and Percy on adventures through time and uncover some really cool stories along the way. My name is William. I'm 6 years old, and I love learning about history, especially new stories that I don't hear about in school. I can't wait for today's story, and I think you're gonna love it too. So let's dive in.
Leo, sorry I'm late. The power went out in my neighborhood.
Oh no!
Yeah, our phones ran out of battery and we couldn't charge them. And all of our clocks stopped working too. I didn't know what time it was.
So you didn't have any electricity in your house?
That's right. I couldn't even turn on the lights. I had to use this.
What is it?
It's a flashlight. It helped me see in the dark.
Well, I hope your power comes back on soon. Here, you can put the flashlight in my backpack if you want.
Thanks, Leo. It's been a crazy day, so I'm ready to do something fun. Should we try to find Percy? I think it's time for our next adventure.
Yeah, let's do it. Do you know what you want to learn about today?
To be honest, I don't really have any ideas. I was hoping Percy might help us think of something. Percy, are you there?
There he is.
Percy, can you take us into the vault? We need to think of somewhere to travel to today. Maybe you can help.
All right, let's follow him inside.
Uh-oh. I think the lights just turned off. I hope the power didn't go out in here too.
I can't see anything, can you? It's pitch black in here.
Wait a second. Leo, I know what we need. Hand me your backpack, please. It's a good thing I brought this flashlight. Here, let me turn it on. Now we have some light. We just need to figure out where Percy went.
Shine the light over there, Anna.
There he is.
It's going to be hard to look for things with just one flashlight. I wonder if we can find another light somewhere.
Hey, Leo, over here. I found a lamp. But its light bulb is broken. Do you think it burnt out?
Maybe we can find another light bulb in the vault somewhere.
Percy said to look inside of that cabinet.
Aha! There's a box with some light bulbs. I'll grab one.
Great. I'll shine the flashlight on the lamp so you can screw in the new light bulb.
Oh, good. It worked. We have light.
Well, it's a good thing the electricity seems to be working here. Light bulbs are pretty amazing when you think about it. What did people use before they had electricity? Was it candles?
Yeah, they also used oil lamps. But the candles and oil lamps could be dangerous. Sometimes things caught on fire.
That's right. But then the light bulb was invented. It used electricity to light up people's homes. I remember learning the light bulb was invented by a scientist named Thomas Edison.
Well, that's true, but there's more to that story.
What do you mean?
Many other inventors had made light bulbs before Edison, but he often gets all the fame. You see, Edison started an electric company, and his company helped make the first light bulb people could actually buy and use in their homes. But these light bulbs weren't very useful at first. They burnt out too quickly. Thankfully, another clever inventor figured out a way to fix this.
Who was that?
His name was Lewis Latimer. He helped design a cheap and long-lasting light bulb.
Lewis Latimer. Hey, Leo, maybe that's what we can learn about today.
You know, that's a great idea, Anna.
Percy, is there anything in the vault about an inventor named Lewis Latimer?
Oh, come on, let's follow him.
Leo, how do you know about Lewis Latimer?
I did a school project on him. Do you want me to tell you some of the things I learned?
Yes, please.
Well, Lewis Latimer was born in Massachusetts in 1848. This was a time when slavery was still legal in some U.S. states. That meant that many Black Americans were forced to work without pay. Before Lewis was born, his parents escaped slavery and started a new life in Massachusetts. But it was a scary time for his family. Even though slavery was legal in Massachusetts, his parents could still be arrested and taken back to the South, where they would be forced back into slavery. For many years, his mom and dad were afraid this would happen.
That does sound scary.
Thankfully, his parents kept their freedom. But life wasn't easy. Lewis's family was very poor. His father struggled to find well-paid work and faced discrimination because of his skin color. Lewis did not go to school very often because he had to work to help the family. But he was very smart, and he was able to teach himself many different things. He was also very good at drawing, and that was a good skill to have if you wanted to become an inventor.
Look, Percy found something. It's in this trunk. Here, I'll open it.
There's some tools in here. This one looks like a ruler.
But what's that other tool? It's a big triangle. I wonder what it's used for.
Anna, there's a book in here too, see?
There's something written on the front of the book. What does it say, Leo?
It says incandescent electric lighting.
Electric lighting, huh? I bet that had something to do with Lewis Latimer.
Well, I think we're about to find out. Here we go!
Hi friends, are you enjoying today's episode? I'd like to take a quick break from the story to tell you about another great place to learn about the past. Honest History creates magazines and books for kids that are filled with fun stories and activities that bring history to life. From pirates to spies to great inventions and so much more, you'll learn about interesting people, places, and events from around the world that made history. Created for kids ages 6 through 12, you can sign up and receive new adventures delivered straight to your doorstep every quarter. Just visit honesthistory.co. That's honesthistory.co to sign up today. Oh, and here's a special offer for our podcast listeners. Use code UNLOCKTHIS for 10% off. Again, that special code is UNLOCKTHIS. Okay, let's get back to the story.
It looks like we've traveled to some kind of office. There's people sitting at desks working.
You're right. I think there's a sign on the door. Maybe it will tell us where we are.
What does the sign say?
It says patents.
Patents. I think I've heard that word before. They are important for inventions, aren't they?
That's right. An inventor can get a patent so that no one else can copy or steal their invention. Lawyers help inventors prepare all the forms and drawings they need in order to get a patent.
Do you think people in this office work on patents?
That's exactly what I was thinking. And you know what? Lewis helped a lot of inventors with their patents. He had just returned home after fighting in the Civil War when he saw a job listing. A patent company was looking for an office boy who had a taste for drawing. Lewis thought that sounded just like him, so he applied and got the job. He was 17 years old.
If Lewis worked on patents, then maybe he's in this room. Do you see him anywhere?
I don't think so. Oh, wait, over there. There's someone hunched over their desk drawing. I think that's him.
How much longer, Mr. Latimer? I'm nearly done, sir.
Leo, that is Lewis Latimer. But he looks older than 17. How long did he work for the patent company?
Many years. He was a draftsman, which meant he helped make all the drawings for the patents. There were drawings of the different inventions. He became so skilled that he was promoted to head draftsman.
That man standing at Lewis's desk looks very impatient. I think he wants Lewis to finish his work quickly.
Here are the final drawings and descriptions, sir. Thank you. We need to get this to the patent office immediately.
Hey, Percy, can you look at what Lewis was drawing before they take it away?
Percy said it's a patent for the very first telephone.
That's right. An inventor named Alexander Graham Bell hired Lewis to work on his patent. Bell had designed a special machine that could transmit sounds over long distances. This machine would let people talk to each other, even when they were in different cities.
The machine was a telephone.
Exactly. And it was very important that Lewis worked quickly. Another inventor named Alicia Gray was also working on a patent for the telephone. Whoever got the patent would be named the inventor, and no one would be allowed to copy their invention. Lewis worked quickly and skillfully to get all the paperwork ready for Bell. Bell's paperwork was handed to the patent office just in time. A few hours later, Gray filed his patent, but it was too late. Bell had gotten there first, and he was given the patent for the first telephone.
So Lewis helped Alexander Graham Bell get his patent. I guess if it weren't for Lewis Latimer, Alicia Gray might have been remembered as the inventor of the telephone.
Yep, and the telephone wasn't the only important invention Lewis worked on.
Hey, Leo, look at Lewis's desk. There's a ruler and another tool. It's a triangle.
They look exactly like the tools we found in the vault. Lewis must use them when he draws.
Percy said the triangle is called a set square. Draftsmen use it to draw straight lines and angles. So the tools we found in the vault must be Lewis's drawing tools.
Wait, Anna, do you feel that? I think we're about to travel again. Hold on!
Leo, look. I think we traveled to a city.
You're right. There's a lot of people around here. Anna, watch out!
Whew. That horse and carriage almost took me out. Thanks, Leo.
That was a close one. Let's try to find somewhere less busy. Maybe we could go inside one of these buildings.
How about this one? There's something painted on the side of it. Do you see it, Leo?
I do. It says Edison Electric Light Company. I think Thomas Edison's company is inside this building. Let's go.
It's kind of dark in here. Leo, can you hand me my flashlight?
Here you go.
Percy, you lead the way. Mice are much better at seeing in the dark than we are.
Hey, Anna. Percy is pointing to a switch over here. Should I flip it?
Yeah, see what it does. Leo, that switch turned on all the lights.
That's right. Thomas Edison installed all sorts of electrical lamps in his building. It was the first time an entire building was lit only by electricity.
But I think some of the lights just broke.
Maybe these lamps used some of Edison's older light bulbs. And there was a big problem with those. They burnt out pretty quickly. They only lasted 14 hours, which means you'd have to change the light bulb at least once a day.
Why did they burn out so quickly?
You see, inside of every light bulb, there is something called a filament. This is the part that makes the light. Whenever Edison turned on the light bulb, the electricity would overheat the filament until eventually it burned up.
So how was he going to fix that?
He needed to make the filament out of something that wouldn't burn so quickly. That way, the light bulb would shine for much longer. And that's where Lewis Latimer comes in. You see, Lewis actually worked for another electrical company. It was Edison's main competitor. And while he worked there, he conducted all kinds of experiments. He was trying to figure out how to make the filament better. Then, one day, he and his colleagues solved the problem. They made the filament out of carbon, which was much stronger. The next year, Lewis made another improvement that made this filament even better. Light bulbs could last for days.
So Lewis solved the light bulb problem.
He did, and he became an expert on electric lighting. If you asked him, how do you make a light bulb? He could go through every single step. He even knew how people made the glass part of the light bulb. And then, in 1884, Thomas Edison asked Lewis Latimer to join his company.
Leo, do you hear that? It's coming from over there. I think there's some people in that room. Follow me.
Look, there's Lewis Latimer. And I think that's Thomas Edison. Edison is talking. Let's get closer to hear what he's saying.
Mr. Latimer, you've read this book about electric lighting. So much has happened since it was first written. It's very outdated. I think you should write a new, up-to-date book to replace this one.
You'd like me to write the book, sir?
Leo, Edison just asked Lewis Latimer to write a book about electric lighting.
That's right. Edison thought Lewis was the perfect person for the job. Lewis knew everything there was to know about lighting, and he was an amazing writer. Did you know Lewis wrote poetry?
Really?
Yeah. Lewis always said art and science went together. He loved inventing things, but he also loved drawing and writing, and he played the flute and violin.
Okay, it sounds like Lewis Latimer could do just about anything he put his mind to.
And you have to remember, he did all of this at a time when Black Americans were discriminated against because of the color of their skin. Lewis was very talented and had to work very hard too.
Leo, I just remembered the book we found in the vault. Do you remember what it was called?
Oh yeah, I think it was called Incandescent Electric Lighting.
Do you think that was the book Lewis Latimer wrote? The book that Edison asked him to write?
I think you're right, Anna. That must be it, because it feels like we're about to travel. Hold on.
And we're back in the vault. Since we're here, let's take a closer look at that book. I want to see what it looks like inside. Check out the first page. It says, by Lewis H. Latimer. So he really did write this book about electric lighting. It's amazing how much Lewis Latimer accomplished. I had no idea he played a role in the history of the telephone and the light bulb.
Hey look, the lights just came back on.
Let's hope that means the power is back on in my neighborhood too.
Well, if not, you can always come over to my home. I have some books about Lewis Latimer we can read.
Thanks, Leo. That sounds like a great idea.
Welcome back. That sure was a great adventure. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna tell all my friends about this amazing story. That's all for now. But if you want to learn more, be sure to check out my favorite magazine for kids, Honest History. There's a ton of stuff to learn in each issue, and I love the fun activities and questions. Bye! This episode was narrated by Nikki and JoAnn Schinderle and written by Heidi Coburn. The production was read by Robot Pirate Media. To learn more about Honest History, visit us at honesthistory.co and follow for updates on social media.